Welcome to Build with Blocks, a show centered around the micro-action figures and brick-based construction sets of the Halo universe. I'm your host, Colin Perkins, and I'm joined by Matt Salvatore.
Hello there.
Gabe Clem.
Hey, guys.
And a very special guest, Daniel Bovee.
Hello.
For those of you that aren't familiar with Daniel, he and his dad have accumulated one of the world's largest collections of Halo micro action figures. In fact, Daniel has it's almost all of the figures that have ever been created, right?
Yes. There's a few that we're missing.
Smokes.
Yeah, as you can see behind him, his shrine there. So we'll dig into that here in a little bit. But today, so we have Daniel to help us because we're talking about NMPD and ODST sets. As you know, we've been ranking all of the sets along all the games. There's the NMPD line that is associated with the Halo 3 ODST. So we're kind of going to lump those together. We've talked Flood recently, and we still have a couple of other games to talk about, but this is an important conversation, and so we needed an expert on this one with us. So before we get into the show, the main topic of the show, why don't we go around and talk about what we've been up to on the block front. I'm going to start with Matt. I feel like you've been up to a couple things.
I've been up to a few. So I was absent on the last episode because you guys had Ian from Halo Canon on, which, by the way, is a good episode. So I've just been doing a lot of little tinkering and stuff. So I have a list.
You
have
a
Start
list?
with this.
Oh, boy.
So I'll
check it twice.
I'll run through it really quick because there is a bit of stuff. But I was able to pick up the new. No, actually, it's not new, but it's the Brute customized 2-pack with all the weapons and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So I grabbed one of those.
That's a couple years old, I think, right?
Yeah, I found it in a Dollar General. It had Tom Fishenden, the other Tom, mentioned that it had a different packaging. So I think there might have been a different kind. This one had the one I got had the Master Chief on it, and then I got.
Heyo.
Nice.
My favorite Banshee design that Mega's done.
Is that right?
It's probably one of the best. Okay, and then let's see what else do I got here. I've been doing a couple stop motions, which have been on the channel. So I'm very happy with how those turned out. I did the Believe trailer, but with Mega Construx.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
That was good.
And
Looked
then
hot.
I think something that I'm probably the most proud of was that I was for the longest time I've been dogging on the Falcon because you can't fit all of the Spartans in it. So I've been tinkering with it, and I ended up actually having it so that all of Noble Team could fit on the Falcon.
You did it.
So it's a pretty simple design, actually, to be honest, and I don't know why it took me so long to figure out that there's just a couple pieces that you can remove that aren't, in my opinion, integral to the integrity of the build.
Yeah.
So you take those out, you add in a couple other things, and you can sit all 6 of them quite comfortably. So I'll put some pictures. They might be this way or they might be that way up on the thing to show you.
So what was the technique? Like, did you just add one row, one layer, or what?
So there's a longer piece that spans like the hull of the interior and then the wing, and there's a longer piece that if you take that out, the Spartan can sit inside without like its head being bumped in it. And it actually works with the 2.0 figures, so that's pretty cool. And then on the end I added like a little handle so that they could sit at the edge and just hold on to that, and then the other guys got the gun. So
you didn't have to raise anything. You kept that.
Sweet.
No, see, that's where I originally had started to go with that, was that I was raising everything up, but it would just screw up the cockpit design and it would destroy the integrity. But this way you just take out a piece and it works pretty good. So
nice.
Happy about that. And then
there you go.
Lastly, I added I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you guys see that?
Oh yes, there's a little sidekick.
Yeah, I put the
nice.
on the side of a Spartan. The way I did this is with some fishing line. And
really?
I took the leg. So I took the leg off, and I'll probably have a video. I'll probably put a video up because I think this is kind of cool. I took the leg off, and then I slid off the armor attachment.
Armor.
Yeah. And I wrapped a piece of fishing line over it, and then I just stuck the leg back in it. So that it's not being tied to it. It's just pinched between the leg and the armor.
I getcha.
and then you just put the leg back on it, and bingo. It works really well with the Mark 7.
Okay.
Because the Mark 7 armor has that divot.
Looks good.
And then I did it with the Master Chief as well, because he's the Master Chief.
Matt's coming for my customizer job. My God.
Yeah, man, some fishing line, and I'm
Pure genius Lego customs.
Doesn't the Call of Duty line?
fall.
Can't you attach stuff onto the leg for the Call of Duty line? Do they have?
Yeah,
those
they got
things?
like pegs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just haven't added
which-
to Halo.
I don't understand why they haven't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
no sense to me.
they did it. They do it now for the newer Marines, but the Spartans
Yeah.
don't have anything like that.
Well, the
Gotcha.
Marines can hold knives, but they don't have a divot in like any of the weapons.
Right.
Yeah,
actual Halo weapons,
There's
so
no,
you can't hold
there's no
anything.
customized.
Yeah.
Which is like you can't. Which is really kind of sad because like when the Chief slings the assault rifle across his back, you can't mimic that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you
And I
use
think
tack.
That's iconic.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That's a good call.
But it's not built in. Yeah.
Yep,
Well,
yep.
cool. Anything else?
I've been working on a custom for Shutdown. So the mission
Wow.
Shutdown. So I'm building a mock out of that right now.
You're
So
looking
I-
up. Yeah, it makes me think it's
yeah.
big.
It's over
Yeah.
there. It's not too big. It's got like 3 platforms right now. I'm probably gonna add some more on, but that mission's really kind of cool. So I wanted to.
Yeah.
I've been playing Halo 4, so
Cool.
I wanted to emulate.
Cool.
But that's what I've been doing is keeping busy.
Sounds
That
like.
and
Sweet.
I've been waiting for my brute chopper to ship.
Oh.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
I feel ya.
Staring at that Amazon.
Yeah. We'll email you when it's ready. I'm like, oh, screw you.
All right, Gabe. How about yourself? We haven't heard from you on E3 stuff, so would love to hear some thoughts on that, or anything else you've been up to.
Well, like everybody else, I knew that they were going to show the multiplayer stuff, but when they hit us with that campaign, the little campaign teaser in the beginning, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Hello? That whole sequence. I think what's craziest is like remembering that they said there's no pre-rendered cutscenes. So you're going to go from gameplay to cutscene back to gameplay.
good
So
point.
that was like an in-engine
Yeah.
cutscene,
Wow.
and it looked amazing. His the chief's armor is all banged up and it's
Yep.
scratched up and it's got wear and tear. It looks great. Plenty more inspiration for Mega. I hope we get another chief that looks like that. But then the multiplayer stuff looked nuts. I'm in love with the grapple. Just how he shoots a gravity hammer and picks it up. Like there's gonna be so many trick shot videos all over my social media when this game drops. I already know it.
I can't wait to
As
see
far
what Mega
as,
does with the grapple. They haven't shown anything, right?
No, there's no Mega Construx grapple. I bet it because they've done the attachable wrist things for like Assassin's Creed. They did one for Call of Duty. They did one for Teenage
Masters.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
That's a good point. That's a good point.
They could do one for Halo easily, I think. As far as Mega goes, I was at Walmart with my brother and my buddy the day of E3. And when we went into the toy aisle, I, for the first time ever, found a full brand new box of Series 13 Halo Heroes.
Wow, you did it.
So now that Walmart is robbed of its elites and brute chieftains, and I now have
you up
7
to?
elite warlords.
Yep. The collection
So-
grows. I like it.
Loving it. Actually, just today, since we were filming this episode, I posted an ODST Rookie.
I saw that.
Maybe I'll toss up a picture of that. But that was part of an Alpha 9 commission, and it's been a long time since I've worked on an ODST figure in general. It's been about 6 months actually.
Wow.
Oh wow.
So I was pretty happy to get some ODSTs out there. It was only Dutch, Romeo, Buck, and Rookie. So the guy didn't get Dare or Mickey, but yeah, it was a lot of fun to work on those. And that's honestly about it. I'm planning some super big customs. Recently I finished up my Jaga or Domni figure version
Which
2,
looks awesome.
which I was very happy with. But yeah, I'm planning some more stuff for Infinite as the year goes on. So just trying to keep up.
We've seen what's her Lorette, the
Commander Lorette.
the commander or whatever, the training officer. So that could be some inspiration there. And did you guys notice, or they gave the Johnson Academy?
Yes, I saw that.
Sergeant Johnson a nod, which is cool.
That's cool.
Lots of good stuff. I'll go quick. Not really a whole lot. I did find the red helmet.
Cool.
And what was that one called again? Is it Escape?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I found Escape, and I'm into the figures. It's like there's not a whole lot of paint applications, but there's like diversification of like the colors a little bit, so they look good. And spent some time with kind of it's the Orbital helmet, right? The Kelly helmet, and I'm torn on it. Like I kind of like the smooth version of it versus kind of this one's got a little bit more. I don't know.
Interesting note about that figure, about the Gen 3 Hermes, is that on the back piece is a 1-to-1 Halo Infinite, like Master Chief back piece, but it's for a female.
Oh.
So now I so badly want them to do one for Chief because it would look so much better.
Yeah, right. So it's Hermes.
It's
officially, that's the helmet. Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm kind of torn on that look, but I'm getting used to it, But they do have the little guy, the little AI in there, which nobody knew what that was right away.
Oh, the custom AI?
Yeah, it's was it Lumu or something?
Lumo, yeah.
Okay, yep. So he's in there, and because they revealed the set, and people were like, "What is this little green thing?" But now we know, so that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about it for the most part. Just waiting for some pre-order stuff, and Series 14 is somewhere, or it's been ordered, but who knows when it will be here. So looking forward to that showing up.
Right on.
Got that,
mine's like July or
Amazon
something
bundle,
like that.
right? Exactly.
Yeah.
So
it's already on. Tom already did a video on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got his.
I
Yeah.
don't know who he had to kill to get his, but
so the Brick Show shop popped up, and he expedited that as quickly as possible. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still up on there anymore, but
well, good for him. It's a good video. Go check it out if you want to see his thoughts.
Take a watch.
I think the Hyperius, looking at that video though, the Hyperius looks way better than the AA Hyperius.
Yeah.
Like I love the red decals that are on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Everything looks better in Halo Heroes.
Yeah,
everything.
Good point. Yeah, that's very true. All right, so
another chief.
Daniel will make you stop waiting. Why don't you tell us about what you've been up to recently, and then we'll kind of dig into your collection a little bit before we start talking about the larger NMPD stuff. What have you been doing? Have you found anything? You found the red helmet too, right?
Yes, I found it not that long ago.
Nice. What do you think about it?
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Did you get the rest of them? I mean, you collect everything for the most part, right?
Yes.
Okay. Nice. So where do you put that? Do you put them all up in your display, or do you just tuck them away?
They should all be up in this corner.
Oh, I see them. Yep, there they are.
Yeah.
And then the old ones are behind them on top of some pop figures.
Sweet.
Do you like the smaller ones, the new ones, or do you like the bigger ones better?
Probably the smaller ones, because then you can have it connected to it on the side, which is how they're displayed. It's not on the back. The set is on the side.
Right.
That's a good point. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, that makes sense. So you can put the figures up with the helmet.
Well, the figures are over here.
Oh, they're on their own separate little pedestals.
Yes.
Yep.
So
The shelves are there for a reason.
Why don't we dive into that a little bit? So talk about your collection, or how you organize it. I think everybody's interested to hear about it.
Yeah, I am. Super.
So I usually only do this every 6 months, so...
Like an update?
Yes.
Okay.
This is, as of right now, it's UNSC. Up top you got Gen 2, and then Gen 1 down here.
Okay.
And then this is mostly Gen 1 and Gen 2 Covenant, and then there's some Flood and Prometheans in here. And Alpha 9.
Okay.
Sick.
And then way off on the left is Halo Heroes, and then the mech suits are over here too. And
okay.
And gummies.
Nice. Cool.
Very nice. And so is everything... And I think you have some footage too that we could probably show for everybody. Some video footage. Is everything there, or is there stuff that's not on display?
This is just one of everything.
That is one of everything on that wall.
Yes, that I have.
Okay.
Oh, so you got spares too. Oh, snap.
Yes.
Right.
Over here, over there, over here, over there.
Now, do you
How many? Oh,
Sorry, go
you go ahead. How many total do you have? Like, what's the last count that you did?
December was over 3,000.
Holy
Okay.
smokes.
Wait, is that unique? 3,000 unique individuals?
Nope.
That's total.
Total.
Okay, what's unique? What, like, how many have they made or that you have?
Over 1,000.
They've made 1,000 unique molds.
Well, I don't think molds, but
paints,
colors definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, figures, yeah.
Yep.
Holy smokes. Now, on your ranking with, like, Covenant, do you distinguish between Banished and the different factions, like Storm Elites, like in the
Nope.
original trilogy? Or is it just all,
You said
all
nope.
together?
Brutes, elites, all on one shelf. Grunts.
Yeah, they're all enemies anyway. Kill them all.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But you have them by color, which is cool.
Yes.
So you got the nice rainbow. Was there any inspiration as you put together that shelf? Like, I remember seeing Jang has a nice, like, display of a bunch of different
I think that was part of it. I think that was
Yeah.
part of it.
Nice. So what are you missing from the collection?
Yeah.
Ooh. I think I have a list.
Oh.
Not much.
Hey, maybe we could help him out.
I want to hear this.
I'll find it. The gummy ODST, like the smoke gray gummy ODST.
Okay. I got you. Yeah.
Okay.
The gummy Promethean, the orange one.
Oh, the Watcher. All right.
Yep.
Oh.
The Watcher one.
Yep. And the Promethean's from the Phaeton, the newer Phaeton. So like the
Oh,
orange.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. There's orange. Yeah.
I did get the Spartans though. And the figures from the Shadow Convoy.
Oof. Good luck with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's oh man, that's tough.
Oh, so you're missing,
You're missing
it's
Truth
Truth, right?
and Johnson.
Truth, Johnson, and an Arbiter.
I think I have Johnson.
You have the Johnson from that set.
Yep, and I think I might have the Arbiter.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're
a
missing
couple.
Truth.
I mean, you can get lucky every once in a while. There's sometimes people who put up like the chair and the Prophet together, but you better be ready to drop like at least 100.
Yeah.
Those things sell like crazy.
Yeah.
Now, with your collection, obviously, like, say Johnson comes in the Shadow Convoy, and then you treat the
Yep.
Johnson that came in the Halo Heroes separately, so it's not like... So you have, like, each, you count that as an individual mold, or do you count that as, like, one figure? You know what I mean?
So with the heroes, it's heroes and named characters, and if there's so all my chiefs are right next to each other, and then I have my 3 Johnsons, the mech suit one, the Shadow
Okay.
Convoy, and the Halo Heroes one. The Halo Heroes is in the back, and then the other 2 are right in front of him,
Okay.
so you can see them.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I don't have the Shadow Convoy, and I actually kind of wish... I think that's, like, one of my big regrets was never grabbing that. And the figures were pretty awesome for it, so... Yeah, I'm with Gabe. That's gonna... Wait, Colin, you have figures from Shadow
I do.
Convoy.
Yeah, I have a Shadow Convoy. I got all the figures. I got lucky with one of the Facebook groups, snatched it up, and the vehicle itself is like just missing a couple pieces, but I have all the figures in there on all good condition.
I was gonna say I bought the Shadow Convoy back when it was like in stores, but then I sold the vehicle and kept all the figures when I was like 13.
Yeah.
So now I've got the Prophet and all that, but I so badly wish I never would have sold that vehicle.
Convoy's not that good. It's not that good.
Yeah,
I know, but it's like it's
nothing
you know,
special.
It's
one of the
iconic.
things. Yeah, it's iconic.
Yeah.
It is.
From that one mission in the one
Yeah, I was
Halo
gonna
game.
say, is it? No, isn't that iconic?
Look,
I
everything
wanted
that shows up is iconic.
to ask Daniel, what are your thoughts on the 20th anniversary set? What are you thinking about that?
Oh, good
Because
question.
that's like nothing but named characters.
me?
Yeah.
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 Oh, I'm probably gonna get at least 1, maybe 2, if I can.
I was gonna say, come on,
I was
you gotta
expecting
get
like
at
5.
least 2. Yeah, you gotta get at least 2.
At least. I hope... I want to get 2, and I want to open one up, and then I want to leave one in box.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For sure.
What figure do you think, what are you most excited about in that figure pack?
Artest.
I mean, I have all of them, but they're in their original ones. But I'd say Mickey, and that's same with everybody else.
What?
Yeah.
Mickey, that traitor?
Mickey?
No, so Regret doesn't do it
Yep.
for you, or Miranda? Like some of the
Artas?
figures?
Oh yeah, Artas is.
Artest?
Yep,
Yeah.
Artas is
Come
awesome.
on. H2A, Artest, let's
Yeah.
go.
See, that's the correct answer.
Although I've
Artest
seen a lot of
badass.
complaints on how he's not perfect. I've seen a lot of
Wow.
complaints on that.
Oh, well, people always got to find something. But
That's
Yeah.
why there's people
I, for
like
one,
Gabe out
think
there. He'll make it perfect.
What's
Yeah.
what is the major complaint with it? I haven't heard that.
I think it's the legs.
The wrong legs, chest, and shoulders. Like, they used a Halo 3 chest and back. They used Halo Wars Elite thighs. They used Storm Elite feet. When they should have just used
Honor Guard
Guard
chest.
chest, back, and then use the Halo Wars 2 feet, shoulders, and then maybe even, whatever for the thigh pieces. Like, they could have totally done it with stock parts. They wouldn't have had to make anything new, but, I'll take it as what it is, whatever.
Yeah.
The helmet looks great.
The helmet looks dope. And then, the actual half jaw. So.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
At least they did something.
Well, why don't we
Yeah.
talk
Nice.
a real bit? I'm curious too about just your history with Halo itself. So, when did you start playing? When did you start collecting and all that sort of stuff? So, why don't you talk about the game? When did you start playing Halo? When did you start co-oping with your dad, or how did that start?
Well, it wasn't exactly co-op with my dad. It was more, here, take an off controller, which I didn't know was off. He just handed it to me and said, "You're playing." And then
It's ritual, man.
I don't know when I started playing. I didn't get Halo 3 or Halo Reach on 360 for a long time.
Yep.
I want to say I got it like 4 years ago, 5 years. I don't know. Not that long ago.
Okay.
A couple years.
Yeah.
And then I've been collecting since I was 4. So
Yes.
Oh,
So,
wow.
So your dad told us about that a little bit. Do you remember the early days, or do you remember kind of going and collecting and all that sort of stuff? How that started?
I remember my very first set and exactly what I did with it when I got it.
You do.
Yes.
Nice.
What was it?
What
It was the original Last Man Standing set with the Gen 1 figures with the, I call it bug-eyed blue Spartan, but it's the security Spartan.
Yep.
And
Yes,
I
yeah.
took the active camo guys and set them up next to the light. You just put them up there and just let them sit there. And then I just sat them next to my bed and went to sleep.
Nice.
Nice.
That's amazing. Do you
Those
still have them?
glow-in-the-dark figures rock.
Yes, they're... Actually, I have all 5 of them right here.
That's cool.
Oh, man.
And are they in good condition, or?
Yes.
I mean, because my kids are rough, and my 4-year-old. My 4-year-old's a little better, but
Have they been through child play?
Like I have a 2-year-old.
Oh,
that
heck yeah.
breaks
I used to
stuff.
rip the heads off like crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Those poor ball joints.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I think I may have
They
been.
are.
Yeah, hold it up there. There you go.
There
Yeah, look
you
at 'em.
go.
There they are.
Love the
Oh,
Recon.
shoot, I had
The
that set.
Yep.
Recon looks so good.
Yep, I do
Yeah.
have that set. It's in my box bin down there.
That's awesome. And then, so when did you become? Well, I guess you're a builder too, right? Like you're mostly a figure guy.
Yep.
But you still build, and your dad and I split lots and stuff like that.
Yep.
So you enjoy building still, or kind of you more just kind of into the figures?
Every now and then I build parts for mocks and just like photos on Instagram. So
Nice.
yeah, I still
Yeah.
enjoy building.
So
Sometimes
what
I
would
just do
be-
it for fun.
What would be your favorite set? Building set.
Oh.
There's a right answer to this, by the way.
Yeah, there is. And your dad
It's
has it
written on
right
the
in the
wall.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
I might have to say the NMPD Pelican. I built that. I think that was
Oh.
I
Okay.
think that was my first really big set that I built by myself.
Nice, nice.
cool.
Oh, so we
I
know
can
which
respect
one
that.
you're going for number one.
Yeah, right.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's I think it's one of the cooler sets because it captures a moment in the game, and I think that's always
Yep.
super cool about something like that. And then it has that huge platform,
Oh heck
I
yeah,
think-
it's huge.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. Is that you get the set and then you get something stationary like a base, and that's something you could just add to a base, like a fire base, and it just makes it that much better.
Matt and his structures.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
You play in it, on it, and around it.
Well, nice. Well, why don't we dive into, speaking of, it's a good segue into ranking stuff. So let's have that conversation. Let's talk about the NMPD line and the ODST sets. And as we've talked about on the show, and I'm not an expert because I wasn't collecting at the time, but the NMPD was a fan vote, right? So maybe, I don't know, Matt, were you around? Were you paying attention when they did that?
So this is where the Tom Fishenden shines. I was around, but I wasn't big into the community of Mega Bloks or Construx at the time. So I saw the results. I don't think I actually voted in it, but I remember them when they introduced it. I think Tom has gone back and said that the opposition to this line wasn't super strong.
Yeah.
So he thinks that it was kind of a no-brainer that this line won. I think there was. I don't remember what his other line was. Maybe you remember, Gabe, but
yeah, I was gonna say Tom and I. I mean, we've been on like Facebook since like 2013 together. So I mean, I remember when they started the whole voting thing, and it was NMPD versus civilians, like having civilian like just base figures, and then everybody, of course, was like, okay, landslide, let's go for NMPD. And they first started with the figures, and then announced later that fall it was going to be the Cruiser, the Hornet, and the I think it was the Cyclops. And then it wasn't until like that following summer that they were like, oh yeah, they did one of those like blackout photos, and we could tell it was a Pelican. They were like, ooh, here's this set coming. And we were like, oh my, is it a Pelican? And then they said it was a signature, and it was the NMPD Pelican. Everybody in the Facebook groups went crazy for it. And that is, and it makes me very, very sad. I have Mickey though, so I still win, haha. But I don't have the Pelican, but it always looked like it would be an awesome set to own.
It seems weird though that they didn't take, like, the way I think of it is it's kind of a weird competition between NMPD and civilian, because in my opinion they pair so well together.
Yes.
So you should have just mashed it and done that. Because I mean, there was, in Halo 3 around that time, there's tons of civilian workers, and there's and it would have made sense that the NMPD and the ODSTs were trying to pull people out of New Mombasa. So I think that could have worked a little better instead of just the police force. But I understand.
I would love civilian stuff.
Yeah.
I think you just pull the vest and helmet off of the NMPD and you got a civilian. Kind of.
There you go.
Honestly, I mean, you're not wrong, but yeah.
All right. Well, so we've talked about the Pelican, and then obviously there's the ODST stuff, and that's been kind of out throughout the lifespan of Mega. The NMPD stuff was right around 2013, 2014. And then ODST's kind of been there for a while. So, and then we've had recent stuff with the recent drop pods, and then kind of scattered throughout. But neither line is huge, so we thought it made sense, thematically to put them together, and we can talk about them as as a theme, a singular theme. So let's what we did in the past, again with the flood sets, I think that makes the most sense. Is we'll create a top 10, like these are the sets that you need to add to your collection if you haven't already, and then we'll come up with the top 3 of those sets. And I do want to go around the horn and just kind of nominate them, add them to the list, have those conversations. So why don't we just dive into that? We're all looking at a list of all the sets. I think I have them all, but if you guys think of any that aren't on here, bring those up. Oh, and then one other thing, because of the drop pods, there are drop pods, and there's like the metallic little clamshell drop pods. There's the original drop pod sets, and then there's the newer ones. We're gonna treat those all as kind of the same, even though they are different. We'll call out our. Go ahead, Gabe.
I would just say that the original drop pods should be separate from everything that followed afterwards, because the original ones you could actually like build, and then literally from those forward, it was like the metallics and then the little clamshell ones. I would just separate those. That way you could say
the
like
new iteration of the drop pods, like those are buildable too. So I'd like to separate those two at least. Old drop pods, new drop pods.
Oh yeah,
and
okay,
then
the Halo 5 ones, right?
Yeah.
I have it back there. It's beyond my reach right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could talk about favorites and stuff like that and offerings.
Yeah.
But I think those will all be, if they make the list, it'll be just the entire, concept, the entire Halo 5 drop pod.
Yeah, and then I think we can shout out which one we thought had the best color scheme.
Yeah. Okay. Any thoughts, Daniel? You like that approach?
Sure.
All right. Let's do it.
Nice.
Okay, we'll go around the horn. Daniel, I'll give you honors, and I probably know what you're gonna say, but what set would you like to add to our top 10?
I have so many. I like ODSTs so much, so I chose mostly NMPD, so I can't pick between ODSTs, but the NMPD Pelican.
Okay.
There you go.
Of course, yeah.
Starting that off right.
I knew it was coming.
That might not move from the top of this list I'm making right now.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I will just put NMPD. Okay, cool. Anything particular you want to call out? You said you built it.
Yep.
There's Mickey. Anything else you want to chat about?
The box is amazing. Like, if you could get the box, I would go with the box. And then Mickey and the pilot are just... Oh, they're perfect. I love the pilot. He's got so much detail in him.
That's awesome. And this set comes with a Chieftain?
Yes.
Yeah, the
also
Chieftain is beautiful.
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'd love to get him in new articulation.
What do you think about the structure, Daniel?
Oh, it's awesome.
You're a fan?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't
So
have
when I
a
was
big enough
building
table for it.
When I was building mine, I felt it was like a little bit basic. More basic than I was hoping for. And maybe that was just Mega at the time, and it looks good from afar, but then when you actually get in there, it's like,
Basic
okay.
and as it that it's just like a flat landing platform.
There's little pieces of detail, but I feel like if you're comparing it to, well, again, and I'm comparing it to like newer builds. That
You just got to think of the time.
But yeah, so like the way that they built up the walls are with those those taller, I don't know what they're calling, those little structure pieces that are all in one. So they did that, and then the way that you build the front, like, fascia of the building is you kind of build a flat and then you kind of slap it on the front. So there's some building techniques that I guess I wouldn't have used if I was building a structure. And maybe they're thinking about piece count and all that other stuff. But it is nice to have like a little headquarters in there. But I feel like they could have taken it a little further. But that's just a critique. Overall, set's great. The Pelican's amazing. Like, it's huge.
Yeah.
It's the biggest Pelican at the time, right?
Right.
And if you played Halo ODST, then you have that, you have that landing pad, you have that scene, right, where they're on the rooftop, and you have that whole thing, which is pretty cool. Okay, why don't we go, Matt? Why don't you give me another one?
I will go with the ODST Troop Pack. That's the one with Dutch and the drones.
All right.
I like
Love
that
it.
set. I think it's a good one. I think it's just a nice little snapshot of like what I think what it encapsulates. It's a good way to amass ODSTs. It's a good way to get Dutch. I think it's actually the first member of Alpha 9 that I got.
Can I do a little shout out? Because that set comes with an ODST with a green chest, right?
Yep.
It reminded me of in the Challenger series, the Challenger green ODST that comes with the comms pack.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was like the second time they ever did an ODST with a comms pack, but I also just really like that figure.
Oh, comms pack.
So shout out to Challenger series ODST. That thing is awesome.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Cool. What is it, Data Hive? That's where you fight some drones in Halo 3 ODST? Yeah, so that's cool. How they tie that in and with the specific enemy from that game as well. All right, Gabe, you're up.
I'm going straight for the Wombat Recon drone that comes with the Rookie.
Yeah, talk about that. It's a neat little set. I've gotten it in some random lots. I feel like I have more. You know, I did buy one originally, but it's cool because the Wombat drone is shown in the game too. Like you look up and you see it at some point, but you never really like drive it.
What is it?
It's
what is the name of that mission?
One,
not Kazingo. Right? Yeah, not Kazingo Boulevard. It's you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But yeah, they fly over, and that's where you find the camera playing as the rookie. But yeah, I picked that up when I was like 13, like 12, 13, 14, I don't know, somewhere when I was younger. I picked it up at Toys R Us because it had the rookie ODST, and he comes with this little like tack pad, like, you know, like airstrike thing.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I didn't really care about the vehicle. Like, I literally just wanted rookie. But like as I've gotten older, that's one of the ones that I've kept after I sold my collection, and I love it so much. Like, it's such a sleek, smooth little drone, and it's such a unique piece of the game too, because like that's literally the only time you see it is in that one cutscene, but it looks so cool. Yeah, there it is. Look at it. Like, it's just the build that they did for it is amazing. But yeah, I don't know. I think it functions as a really good like a little scenery piece, you know, like just a tiny little, and you get the freaking rookie. Like, I think it's cool.
It's a solid build. It really is. And I love the are these printed pieces? It's been so long. Yeah. I never could put stickers on that good. I love that it's printed. It's got a lot of little
It's like, dang, I did a good job.
Yeah, I'm like, well, is that just my skill, or is that just Mega?
Well, it also is potentially scaled, right? Like, we don't necessarily know because you only see it for a little bit.
Kind of.
Like, those things could be that big.
It would make sense that they would be if they flew around for that long.
Yeah, good point. All right, I didn't think about this very much, so I gotta add one. I'm gonna add this and make you guys kick it off. I'm gonna add the Kestrel Strike because there is an ODST in there, and it's got the Kestrel, which is rad. I know it's not from the game. It was from the ODST game. It's from a game. It's from Spartan Strike.
There's an ODST in the Kestrel Strike?
There is an ODST in the Kestrel Strike.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
So
I just know the orange War Master.
Yeah.
What?
Now, the thing about the Kestrel Strike, though, is that it is a Spartan following, and
there he is.
There he is.
What?
Oh, look at that.
He's good.
It's just a silver, Okay, that's weird, but
it's a Spartan playing an ODST mission too, though, right? That's the lore behind it. So it makes sense that they added in an ODST. So it's a Spartan tracing the path of ODST fire team, which is really cool, and it ties back into how awesome Halo has really integrated around the Battle of New Mombasa.
Yep. Yeah. That's a good point. It is from that era.
That doesn't come with Prometheans. It does.
Yeah, you get a knight and some little doggies running around.
Okay, so hold on. You're gonna have to help me with the lore on that one. Then, if it follows an ODST during the Battle of New Mombasa,
it's because then they fast forward. If you played Spartan Strike, then they fast forward back to like 2557 or something like that.
Okay, so they time jump.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's actually a different Spartan, which is we're eating deep lore, but that Spartan is different Spartan than what you play in the future. It's wild.
Okay, I vaguely remember. It's been so long since I played it
just listen to our mission debrief.
Go watch the mission debrief.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
go watch the mission debrief to find out.
That's the one that's not supported though. Spartan Assault is on Xbox, right? But then
Strike's only PC. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Huh.
I didn't play either.
They were solid games. Don't let anybody tell you they weren't. They were.
Yeah, Spartan Assault is actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's
a really good little game to just like chill when you're in the car. And you're like on a road trip.
Yeah. Play some Halo in the car and you're...
play some Halo.
Tablet. Yeah, it's good.
And they look like Mega Bloks figures. So like we never got that Mega Bloks game.
Yes.
Halo. This is like my... what do they call it? Like my therapy.
Your therapy.
It's my comfort Halo game.
But to your point, though, it is in that same Halo 3 ODST, Halo 2 era. Like as you said, like that's New Mombasa at the beginning of the game, all that sort of stuff. That's why there's ODST there. So cool.
Nice.
All right, we'll get off that set now. Daniel, why don't you add our fifth selection?
I might have to go with. I'm gonna say the NMPD Hornet.
Oh,
Okay.
solid.
Talk
Now
about that a
this-
little bit.
It comes with, I think, 3 NMPD. I think it's 1 pilot and 2 troopers.
I think that sounds right.
I think so.
Is it
Yeah.
just the Hornet
It's
in
either-
that vehicle, or does it come with a Covenant vehicle?
I think it's just a Hornet.
No, it's just the Hornet.
I'm not
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the other one that comes from the Halo 4 Hornet with the vampire.
Yep.
Ignore me.
What do you think about the build? I mean, it's the beefy Hornet. It's the original build.
I mean, I got mine, and I think it's missing 2 pieces from the looks of it. Maybe 3.
Okay. So fairly complete. I'm only seeing 2. I'm seeing an NMPD trooper and a pilot, so there's 2 figures.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it is only 2.
But it's a neat little set. It's affordable,
Yep.
and it's like got the lights and all that sort of stuff. You know, you have the cockpit that opens up.
Yep.
So a lot of playability, I feel like, and like the little engines on the side of the Hornet turn around.
Perfect for stop motion.
Yeah. I kind of prefer
Yeah.
prefer beefy Hornets to the little
Do you?
ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
lore wise, I'd say that the thinner, sleeker, smaller versions make more sense in the lore. Because like if you play Halo 3 and you're like flying as in the Hornet with Chief, you're like, this thing is like one bullet can take it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
And so like it makes sense that it looks a little bit, but like on like when you hold it in your hand, you like the weight a little more.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Plus on the new one, like the landing gear on the new one fall off all the time.
Oh my god, it's...
Yeah, I know. It's not great.
I had
But
6
I
of
do
them
like
at
the
one
small
point.
one.
I had 6
was
of the
that?
new. I had 6 of the new one at one point on my trip to Halo Outpost.
Oh yes, that's right.
Wait, 6 of the new Hornets?
Yeah,
Holy smokes!
I think I have 3 now. I think that's it.
That's plenty. Yeah, you can still recreate some stuff with a little swarm of 3 Hornets. I like that.
I got the first one, and it was missing a full bag. I got a separate bag, so I got the bag
What?
with the figures in it. So I got 2 sets of figures, but I was missing an entire bag.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Somebody just got robbed of their figures and got like a rotor in place.
Yeah. Right. Oh man, that's a bummer. All right, let's move on. Let's see. I would go back to Matt, I think. What you
It
got?
is
Yep.
me, huh? So everybody stole all my ideas. I was gonna go with Kestrel Strike, and then I was gonna do the drone. Believe it or not. I will say I'll nominate like the first drop pod.
Okay, here we go.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
I love the new drop pods, and the little casket ones that came later. We don't talk about those ones.
Yeah.
But this as like the first drop pod is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's such a phenomenal drop pod, and we talked about this I think with Tom, the better Tom, and we had him on the episode, and he was really into these too because I think they're I think at the time where Mega was at, these were like leagues ahead of its time.
Mm-hmm.
And I love them so much. They're a nice little thing. Obviously, you got to be careful with the doors. A lot of people say that they over time they kind of not too great. But
Yeah.
as a whole, like with the beginning when I first got this, and it came with I got the red ODST. I think it was with the shotgun. I could be wrong.
Yeah. Sounds
But anyway,
right.
so that was my first ODST. Came in this little drop pod, and I think it's probably. It's just so awesome. I think
Yeah.
they
the
nailed
design
it.
is so good. It looks like it came
Yep.
out of
Yeah.
the game.
Yep.
All the details are beautiful.
Yep. So I have a lot of love, and it's crazy. Usually when we talk about Mega and we talk about like their first Warthog or we talk about their first Ghost, we're like,
Right.
Could have been better.
it was in lower graphics, I guess, but like with these ones,
Wow.
they really did do an awesome, excellent job, and I really appreciate them. So
I agree.
hats off to Mega on those ones.
Daniel, any standout figures from that line?
So
Go
from
ahead.
that line, I think I have 4 of that specific drop pod. Although the one has the cut off, the pole that sticks out so you can extend the thing. I think it got cut off,
Oh.
So I changed it out with one of the ones because I found a broken one in a lot, and we said to super glue the door on, because like you said, I got my first one. I think my first one of those was the white one, and I think within a day, his backpack broke, and now he just has a peg in his back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dig it out.
You got to get surgery to get him out of there.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
We are moving on back over to Gabe. So we have 6. Now we're on to 7.
Okay, so spot number 7 has to be police cruiser standoff.
Oh.
Because
the brute chieftain.
you get a little civilian vehicle, you get a couple NMPD guys, you get a couple brutes, but actually no, it's just one brute. But the coolest thing is that he's visor mode, and they implemented that really, really, really well. There's an all-black figure, it has the red lines all over it. I think that's just a specific detail from the game that was as a toy variant.
Yep.
Right. That's right.
Yes.
That is cool.
Those end up in random lots all the time, by the way.
Yes,
Because I have
Yep.
a bunch of half of them.
Yep. And the red one.
I mean, it was a cheaper set probably, and so people would buy that. I feel like that was an easy little collectible, and it's a cool little vehicle, I think. The build is solid, and you don't see it's really the only civilian type figure or vehicle that we have.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we got the truck too, so there's a couple, but yeah, not many.
Oh, that damn truck.
That truck. That's right,
truck.
your favorite.
With George.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so I'll go. We'll stick with the NMPD line. I'm gonna add the Warthog. NMPD.
Oh,
Yes.
great. 2 of mine are off the list now.
So the Warthog comes with a whole bunch of figures, which is awesome.
Yes.
The Warthog build itself is it's unique because it has the little shock absorber piece, which I think only comes in the security hog as well. I think it's just those two.
I remember we talked about this during our Warthog show. Yeah.
Yeah. And I like the troop hogs. So give me an NMPD troop hog. That makes sense. Like you just chuck a bunch of police into the back of that thing. I guess now we got the
Just chuck a bunch of them.
But they're all riding on the back. Like let's go.
I used to do that, but I fell over every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the pre-Razorback.
Yep. Exactly.
The pre-Razorback. Oh my god.
Razorback Gen 1.
Yeah. And that comes with how many brutes?
2.
2 brutes,
2.
I believe.
It's a jump pack and a stalker.
Yep. So you get
Both in that
a
same
variety.
visor mode.
And the NMPD are sleeveless. Like, there's no sleeve here.
Oh.
They look super good.
Yeah, they're
Tom-
awesome.
Tom let's take a moment of silence for the moment Tom would talk about how awesome sleeveless figures are.
He loves the sleeveless. He loves t-shirt guys. That's right.
Yeah.
And it was a Walmart exclusive as well.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I remember that, yeah.
So that's probably why they're out there still, and they're not too terribly priced, but they're not. You can't get them for retail.
Yeah.
Unless you gotta get lucky. All right, let's go back over to Daniel. Add another one.
Wait, you skipped me.
No, we're back around.
Wait, did you?
We're on number 9, yeah.
The whole Mandela effect threw me off.
Well, you're gonna make me pick ODSTs, aren't you?
Matt's messed up right now.
That's why you're on the show.
I can't. I might have to say, I think it's the ODST ambush with the 2 desert ODSTs and the 2, again, the visor mode brutes. The Gen 2.
So the figure pack.
Yes.
Yep.
I have so many of them.
Solid.
I have so
Same.
many of them. I think I have 8. I want to say 8.
The ambush. The ambush is with the little security center or whatever, recruiting center.
No.
I'm talking the 4-pack of figures, the 2 visor mode brutes, and the There's the 2 ODSTs.
Such a good set, and it pairs really well with the desert ODST drop pod.
Yes.
The desert, yes. Yeah, I got a couple of those. Visor brutes look awesome.
Oh heck yeah.
Really good one, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to get some really good figures. All right. Cool. Let's move on to 10. Now you're up, Matt.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna go covert ops battle unit.
Okay, with the shield, right?
Yes,
The bubble shield?
It's like the invisible bubble shield, though, right?
Yes.
Yep. Before it made you invisible.
Yep, it's more clear.
The ODST in that set was probably at the time one of the best paint application ODSTs that I had, and it was red. It was red. Yep, there he is. Beautiful red. A little bit of gray there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was
good.
awesome.
You just got him like in hand. He's like you.
Yeah,
He's
I don't
got
have
him in
the
arm's
figures,
reach.
though. Yeah, he's I mean, Tom who? And the Marines that came with that were like Oni Marines, and then you got an Oni.
Oh my god, they were beautiful.
Spartan 2 with like a.
Yep.
He had like a. What was it like? It wasn't an.
It
Oni
was
vest,
it was a red symbol of some sort.
Yeah, it was like.
And the Marines had it on their shoulder too.
Yeah, it was like It was like the UNSC Eagle symbol, but it was red, and they were phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they looked.
They're
awesome.
super cool looking.
The color was unique, and the crazy thing is you don't see those figures anywhere else like that, any kind of design or anything like that.
It's just a red UNSC symbol.
Yeah.
There
Is it
is.
with an eagle?
Yep.
Yep. All right, that's what I thought. Yeah, they're
Must
awesome.
just be a good like contrast color.
One has like the Halo Wars covering
Mask,
his face. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He's ready for COVID.
And then the other one's not.
And then the other guy, yeah.
Pre-post.
Yeah,
Right.
pre-post. There you go. Exactly. I always liked the covered version because he felt more covert. You know, like.
Yep.
He looked like he was kind of really going on a covert op. So I really like that. Came with I think it was my first mounted machine gun, as well.
And then here's your Spartan.
Yeah.
There's the Spartan.
Super good.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. So awesome set. I think it's basically just figures, but that invisible bubble shield's pretty legit too.
It came with
That
some
one's
brutes
pretty
too,
rare.
didn't it?
No, just 4 guys. It doesn't come with anything else.
Huh.
Do I have the box? No, I changed them.
All I know is I looked for that set forever.
Yeah.
On shelf or like aftermarket, Daniel?
Aftermarket, because I wasn't
Yeah.
collecting when I came out as much.
Yeah.
It goes for crazy
Yeah.
amounts now. You
I've,
go
They're such a
I've
rare-
seen it.
It's outrageous. Maybe I should sell mine.
No! Hold!
I just know I'm not
Hold.
selling mine. Even though I
I'll give you a
think
good
I have
deal.
multiple sets of the Marines.
Oh yeah, the Marines. The Marines are the best part about it. ODST, like I would have rather had another ODST instead of the Spartan, but I think it's a good set. I like it a lot.
I might.
So
Gabe,
what?
you're up.
So what do we need? Like 2 more? 1 more? 2 more?
Two more,
What is
and then
it?
we'll kick a couple off.
Okay.
So if we, because remember during one of our conversations we added the elephant late, and then it ended up being
Yeah.
second. So this could be an important addition.
That second elephant, that's a piece of trash. Yeah, I know.
No, we added the big one.
Oh,
The
that
original.
one. That's right. No,
Yeah.
The Halo 3 one, yeah.
That
I got
was
that
good.
for Christmas.
go.
added
I got
it
that
late,
for
and
Christmas
then it
one year.
worked its way up.
I got that for Christmas as well.
The ODST armor customizer set.
Okay.
Oh.
How is that? I don't think I own
That is a wonderful set. You can make a Recon ODST, a red comms ODST, a blue standard ODST. It's got
Here's your Recon.
There's CQC shoulders, all different, like, there's all kinds of stuff in that set. It's amazing for me personally because I use those pieces all the time, but it's a great set. And I mean, you get 2 figures at least that you can turn into like 6 different kinds of figures or something. It's awesome.
At least. You have 6. You have 3 dark. No, you have 2 dark gray and 2 silver. And then you have the blue and red armor. But the armor was just the chest and the shoulders. And they had the knife on the chest too. Like Buck.
Ooh.
It was Buck's mold.
Like Buck's chest piece.
Yep.
Yeah, super good.
Good pick. All right, well, I think I gotta bring it home here, number 12, and then we'll
All right,
a couple
Colin.
off of conversation. I'm gonna go with the ODST Hawk. That was a surprise.
I was close to saying that.
That was a surprise in one of my lots, and I'm like, oh, what is this? And it was early on in collecting, and I think I had already gotten like a partial original Hawk. and figured out what that was, and then this thing showed up, and I put it together. I was like, oh, this thing's even better than that original one, and it is. I love that color scheme. I think it's about the same build, but the figures are great. Overall, really quality set, and this one's also pretty rare too. I don't think there's a lot of them out there, and it's really good. The Hawk is just a cool vehicle, so and ties in with ODST. Got a figure in there.
It comes with brown ODSTs, right? Like ODSTs with the brown chest.
Yeah,
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where or how, but I have a brown ODST. I don't know where I got it, but I was going through my collection one day, and I just have a random brown ODST. Must have got
probably
it in a
from
lot or something.
Some back ODST deal where you're like, I'll give you 2 of these, and you give me that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trade in figures.
Yeah, you get a Jackal in the set. You get a Elite Ultra.
The Jackal.
You get an Ultra?
That's what it says on the site. Covenant Elite Ultra.
Huh.
And then, it does come with a ghost.
It's a vampire, isn't it?
No, it's a ghost.
Vampire comes
What's the
with
one
the
that
Hornet.
comes with the vampire?
Yeah, Vampire comes with the Hornet.
Vampire comes with Scorpion.
Yeah, the Grizzly, or the whatever it is, the Scorpion tank.
Yeah, the Hawk.
Because then there's
Covenant Invasion.
Yeah.
The Hawk comes with a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it. We got
there. Okay. All right. So
let's do it.
It is. That is the top.
Wait. We messed something up here because we didn't include the new ODST drop pods on this list.
Okay, we'll add them.
What?
We'll have the conversation.
I have the first one, and then we had the new ones that we didn't add. We skipped the coffin ones.
I'll just add them.
The figures were good.
Have that conversation.
The figures were good. The pods, not so much.
Yeah.
The figures are okay, I guess.
But the pods are accurate to the
shark
game.
teeth
Like if you
are
look
awesome.
at the pod and you
They
go
are.
and play Halo 5.
We'll get there in the debate.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's get there. Why don't we? Let's see here. So I'll list everything off that we've talked about, and I feel like one in particular is going to stay where it is.
Probably.
But we have the NMPD Pelican, the ODST Troop Pack, the UNSC Wombat Recon Drone, Kestrel Strike, NMPD Hornet, the original drop pods, Police Cruiser Standoff. I just wrote NMPD here. Shoot, I screwed up my list. It was the Warthog. That's what it was. The Warthog. That was my edition. ODST Squad Ambush, Covert Ops Battle Unit, ODST Armor Customizer Pack, ODST Hawk, and then ODST Drop Pod, the new ones from Halo 5. All right, so listening to that list or looking at that list, what falls off? What's kicked off of this top 10?
Okay, before we do that,
Pelican gone.
What'd you say, Daniel?
Before we do that, did we add every single NMPD set they've ever made on this list? Because if not, I think we have. We didn't include that, so never mind.
Yep.
Never mind.
No Cyclops, and I like Cyclops. It's a quirky little thing, but I don't think it belongs.
Gabe's anti-Cyclops, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, these stupid Cyclops.
What about the Mantis?
Oh, the other one we didn't add was the customizer, the NMPD customizer pack. Which
that was on my list.
Okay.
True.
Do you want to argue to add that to the mix, Daniel?
No, I don't think so.
I'd say we have enough NMPD stuff on there. We got a healthy amount.
I think it's a testament to how successful they were.
Yeah, they were good.
They're unique. There's not a lot, but they're unique.
Well, they're they grabbed the iconic, the Warthog, the Pelican, and they gave them a new splash.
Yeah. Okay, so what doesn't deserve to be on this list, Daniel? I'll throw it back to you. What do you think we might want to kick off?
Be brutal. We can take it.
All right, read the list again, please.
So Pelican, the ODST Troop Pack, the Wombat Recon Drone, Kestrel Strike, the Hornet, NMPD Hornet, the original drop pods, the Police Cruiser Standoff, the Warthog, the ODST Squad Ambush, that's the figure pack, the Covert Ops Battle Unit with the Bubble Shield, ODST Armor Customizer Pack, then the Hawk, and then the Halo 5 drop pods.
I hate to do it, but I might have to say the Kestrel Strike.
Oh. Okay. That's interesting. There's one ODST. I think he looks good. The set has a whole bunch of other stuff in it, but it's not like it doesn't feel like an ODST specific set, right? Because it's not.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean the only thing in it is an ODST. I was very shocked that it was on this list.
But
to be honest, I mean,
lore-wise is cool.
Lore-wise, it's so ODST.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But that's not what you think about, too. I mean,
I mean,
Gabe's point.
I don't think all mega collectors are like us. I don't think they know lore. They see that and they'll be like, "Oh, okay." And if you were to ask if someone like, "Hey, is this an ODST set?" If at least they played ODST, they'd be like, "What? No. What even is that?"
Yeah. There's Forerunners, there's Prometheus in there. It's not. So
that's true. It's
I like
certainly a mashup.
The Kestrel
Like,
Strike.
it's cool.
Yeah.
I just don't think it screams like, "Oh, ODST." It's like, what even? Okay, there's an ODST in there. All right.
I'll still back Colin on the Kestrel Strike though. I like it. I think but is it better than the others though? Like, it's a good set.
See, that's what I was thinking. Is it better than the other ones? And
well, I'll move it towards the bottom.
I looked for it for a long time.
It falls off. But I'll just put it at 10 right now. Let's bump things over it, maybe. Matt, what do you think we might want to bump off this list?
Well, if we're gonna take out the Kestrel Strike, I do think that I think my pick for the Covert Op should go before that, because I think there is one ODST. He's version 1, and it's not really an in-game anything, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't evoke anything. Like, I think the Kestrel Strike is cooler because it has that lore tie-in, and it may not be a big collector thing, but like that endears it a little more to me than the Covert Op. And the Covert Op, the bubble shield's cool, but it's not, you know what I mean? So like, if in my opinion, I'd kick that before I'd kick the Kestrel.
Okay.
I was also gonna say Covert Ops battle unit, but not because like it's not an in-game thing. Because I'm trying to stop myself from going like, oh, that's not in the game, because like obviously it's a collector's toy, like we're not worried about the game too much. But I mean, I was just gonna do it because I mean we have the ODST troop pack, we have the squad ambush, we've got the customizer pack, and we have a covert. We just have a lot of figure stuff,
maybe, or more.
Yeah. And out of all those figures, I mean the Covert Ops one is the least ODST.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know, quote unquote.
Well, like the squad ambush is leagues better than Covert Ops.
Yeah.
It's interesting though, because like from a rarity standpoint, Covert Ops is hard to come by. But
true that. If you were talking rare, that'd be up there on the top.
Yeah.
And if we're still talking 10 sets that you should add to your collection, good luck.
Yeah. Exactly. That'd be kind of like, here guys, 10 sets. Good luck with that one.
Exactly. Somebody's making some money.
Well, then that's the same with the Pelican too, though.
Yeah, but I feel like the Pelican is. Look, here's you're only buying 4 version 1 figures for like $300.
Yep.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Is that how much it is?
It's up there.
It's at least 200. I've seen it.
Yeah. I think I've seen it floating at like 273.
Yuck.
Yeah. So like you're getting like, I mean, if you're gonna put up the money to buy a Pelican, at least you're getting a Pelican. Here you're gonna put up the money and just get 4 version 1 figures, which.
Yeah.
Like, nah, you could find those. You could pay Gabe to make you customs of each of those for way cheaper.
Hey, shout out! Shout out! What's up?
Gabe will take care of you.
Let's, Gabe, does the customizer pack deserve to be on here versus everything else?
Yes.
Hold on, I'm looking. Honestly, what I would get rid of is those horrible Halo 5 drop pods. There is no reason. Those aren't ODST. Those are on there because they come with ODST figures when they're literally Halo 5 War Games Spartan drop pods. There's nothing about them that's from ODST except the figures.
You don't think they would drop ODSTs out of those?
I'm sure they would.
But I've drop pods, right? Yeah.
I've never associated those with anything other than Spartans. And we have the original drop pods, which I personally think are so much better than those ones.
Yeah. Yep. The figures in the recent,
but that's like
it's
an
cool,
art
you
style
can...
thing, right? So again, it's not Mega's, fault. That's the wrong word, but we have the design of the original ones, the Bungie design versus the 343 design.
Yeah, and I mean honestly, like we've got drop pods versus drop pods. If I had to choose as a collector, I'd go with the original ones.
Well, the original ones had such badass boxes too.
Yes,
they did.
They were so good.
But the doors could not pop off. I guess you could break them off.
There you go.
But you can slam that thing and that door pops off. There's some playability there.
There you go. I did it.
Yeah. I don't know. I never actually I did it. It doesn't always work though,
Yeah.
So it's a cool little feature, especially if you're, you want to be like, oh, let's drop this and see if it breaks. Like, it seems like a really bad idea. Like, oh, we're gonna. The intent behind this set is that you do throw it on the ground.
Right. Yeah. That's a good point.
I will say I agree. Art style for the original drop pods is much better, but I think that's just kind of a preference I have for.
Yeah.
It's not anything against 343. I think I just like the more military appeal.
Prettier,
yeah. The new ones feel more like a bathtub.
Yeah.
I just don't associate them with ODSTs. Like you never see ODSTs use those. There's always Spartans popping out of them.
Exactly. There's a cutscene.
So it's just hard for me. It's just hard for me to visualize like that as an ODST anything because you only use them in the war games.
Just speaking about that, like I am shocked at how successful and how popular a fan favorite Halo ODST is, and you barely see ODSTs in the following games.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just so weird to me. It's like, what?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a lot of it, just like the concept of them and the mystique around them a bit. Like they're like the best of the regular humans, right?
Yeah.
The non-augmented, they're the best of the best. Which is cool.
They were on the top of the food chain before the Spartans showed up.
Yeah, and they were grumpy about it. Okay, so I have the ODST Hawk was a late ad. Does that deserve to be on here above, the Warthog? The Hornet.
I would keep the Hawk over the drop pods and the covert ops thing. Like honestly, I would put it in the top 10.
So how many do we have to drop? We have to drop 3, right?
Drop 3, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll drop covert op. I guess we'll drop the bathtub drop pods.
Yeah, I already crossed them off.
And then
I mean,
so all right, so I'll cross those off. So now we have 1 to cut. If we're all in agreement on those 2 cuts. So I'll read it off again. I'll go bottom top this time. So with customizer pack, which you guys may argue for it higher, and that's fine. We're not going to rank all of them. We're just going to rank top 3. So customizer pack, the Hawk, the Kestrel, ODST Squad Ambush, again the figure pack, the Warthog, the Cruiser, the original drop pods, the Hornet, the Wombat Recon drone, the ODST troop pack, and then the Pelican.
I'd keep Kestrel over the Hawk.
It's a cool set. I mean, but thematically, is it hard enough on an ODST? I mean, again, lore-wise it is, but...
Well, I mean, like, the Hawk has how many ODSTs in the Hawk? The Hawk
it's just one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's called ODST Hawk.
Yeah, but like the Hawk isn't an ODST vehicle.
It's from Halo Wars.
Yeah.
It's like the Covert Ops series. Like they had the tank, the Hawk, whatever else they did.
The bubble shield, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think one of the cool things about Kestrel Strike is the lore attachment to it. So I think I kind of appreciate it for that. But yeah, it's just...
We got a bunch of figure packs on here, which, I mean, I think is warranted because the ODSTs are, they look, we love their look, the design.
An ODST set is made because an ODST is in it.
And then the Wombat, like we mentioned it high, and maybe it doesn't deserve to be in top 10, but we keep the Wombat over the Hawk.
Oh, Wombat.
Honestly,
I
really, really like the Wombat Recon.
Same.
Okay.
Same.
That's a good set.
It's an awesome set.
And I mean, it's in ODST. So
Yeah.
it's a small part in ODST, but yeah,
Very pivotal.
it's important.
I don't know. You and I are keeping the Kestrel on, so if we kick the Kestrel off and just make it a,
Honorable mention.
an honorable mention.
It's hard for me to go between Hawk and Kestrel because the same reasons that I don't like the Kestrel, I couldn't really like the Hawk then, because if I don't like it because it has nothing to do with ODST, a Hawk has nothing to do with ODST at all.
In the game,
so it just gets
yeah.
down to me picking which one I like more. And to be honest, I'd probably say that the Kestrel build is more stable than the Hawk, because I remember the old Hawks are horrible at staying together.
This one is better than the original one. This one
is it?
specifically. Yeah.
This one, the Kestrel has 2.0 figures instead of the version 1.
Yep.
It's got an awesome, sick lore attachment, which I think is...
It's saving grace.
Yeah, Podcast Evolved is a lore-centric show, guys.
True.
I still think the Kestrel is better than the Hawk. Build quality, better figure quality, on at least mobility. You can argue about paint applications between old versus new, but that's kind of where I kind of stand.
Okay. Daniel, do you want to break the tie? ODST, Hawk versus Kestrel. I think it's between those two. I feel like.
Yeah, probably.
Unless you want to kick something else off. But I can't think of anything.
I can't either. I think I'm going to go with taking the Hawk off.
Okay, that's the right call. Nice, you win. You can come on another show. Nice work.
All right,
you're invited back.
Awesome. So we have a top 10.
I think we have a top. So we have a top 10, not ranked, and we're not going to rank the whole thing, but we have a top 10. I'll list them off, and then we'll decide on the top 3, and we'll order the top 3. And it may be obvious, but we'll see. So at the top right now is the Pelican. We have the ODST Troop Pack, the UNSC Wombat Recon drone, the Hornet, the original drop pods, the Police Cruiser Standoff, the Warthog, the ODST Squad Ambush, the Customizer Pack, and then the Kestrel Strike. So Pelican probably stays on top. What else is up there? Daniel, what else do you want to consider for the top 3 sets out of those 10?
Oops.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
I'm going to have to say NMPD Pelican. I don't know.
Like the Warthog, does a figure pack make it up there as well? Does a customizer pack make it that far up, or is it the squad ambush? I don't know. What do you think, Matt? Is there a standout that needs to be up there?
Well, I'm probably in the minority, but like, I love that Wombat Recon drone.
Yeah, dude.
I love that drone.
I love the Wombat.
I'm like, that's top 2.
Honestly, like how I would do it is Pelican, OG drop pods, Wombat. Those are my top 3 out of all of those.
Yo, that's how I do it.
Yeah.
So before we talk more about the Wombat, you can't be mad at me. I was young. Mine's broken in the parts bin somewhere.
It's busted.
Oh no!
Yeah.
All right.
Did you break the parts, or did you just like destroy the vehicle?
I don't know. I didn't even know when I got it. I didn't know Rookie was Rookie. I was thinking, hey, this is an ODST. And way before I started even thinking about collecting every single figure, I took the original Rookie and I made him my sig fig. So I took his arm off and set it aside. So I still have the original arm. It's sitting next to him on the display shelf. And I put a Terminator arm on there.
Daniel, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Big
the Rookie was a
yeah.
The Rookie.
It's
was
okay.
a
I got him
slate.
back. I got him back. He's sitting up here too.
Nice.
My God.
The rookie was a blank slate for us to do with as we wished, right?
Yes.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah, maybe he is part Terminator. Who knows?
I mean, he never says anything.
Here he comes.
When he talks, he sounds like Arnold.
And I'm pretty sure you can customize him in the game too. It's okay, I got him back.
There he is.
He's
He looks good.
There's another set that the rookie came in a hero set too, right?
Yep, Halo Hero Series 10.
Yeah. Man, how did we make it on the show without Daniel? Like, he's got all the answers.
He does. It's true.
Holy smokes. I'm like, wait, what series was that? And then yeah, I got
All
him
right, so
right up there.
so there's one NMPD. It's the Pelican. It's on top. Then we have the OG drop pods, number 2 per Gabe's recommendation, and then the Wombat Recon drone. I mean, I really like the Warthog, but the Recon drone set is pretty iconic. Does the Hornet make it up there? The Cruiser's pretty cool.
They're cool, but I don't think they make it. They're very cool, but I don't think they make it.
I think
so. If you look at these as the top 3, okay, if you're like, these are the ones, and again, we know the price point on the Pelican, but these are kind of like the 3 that you really want to have. The other ones, you know, they made the top 10, but these are like the 3 iconic of this.
Well, if you wanted to break down, like, what is iconic about ODSTs is their drop pods.
Yeah,
right?
like that's definitely got to be up
That's
there.
essential.
That has to be up there.
It's essential. And if we got rid of the bathtub ones, then we got to at least put these ones up there, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they should be up there, and plus I think it's not just one. There was a breadth and variety that they brought. I mean, like, we had a huge conversation about 2 different kinds.
Mm-hmm.
So I think those are important. I think the Wombat drone is just something that I don't know what it is about it, but it's like a magical little set. It just
I regret my younger years. I regret it.
If you could track
the
one
sad
down,
thing-
Daniel, grab one. It's a really nice little set.
I think
The
I still
sad
have
thing
all the
is,
parts.
like,
I
ODSTs
can build
don't
multiple.
use. They don't have like ODST vehicles. They just use everything else.
Yeah.
Yes.
And like there's no ODST Warthog. There's an NMPD Warthog, which I don't even think that's in the game. I don't know if that exists.
No.
Like, they don't have cool vehicles. It's just the figures that are included with everything else. So besides the pods, the Wombat, and the Pelican, really it is dependent on the figures, or else it's just, you know, NMPD stuff. Mm-hmm. Which is why I put Wombat and pods at the top, because like those are strict ODST, like those are staples of the game.
And if you think about it, the top 3 picks that we have right now are pulled straight from ODST the game.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So yeah,
I'm happy with those. I mean,
I am very happy with those. We just haven't decided.
Let's go.
We called
Look
out
at
the
that.
ones you need to consider adding, and the ones you should have.
Yeah.
But the top 3. Okay. All right, let's do it. All right, well, I think we have a consensus then. We will name our top 3. I've already said the top 10 multiple times.
Yeah.
Won't go through it one more time. But so the top 3 lists, 3 sets that you do need to have of the NMPD/ODST are the NMPD Pelican number 1, the original drop pods, add 1, add 2, add them all. And then also the nice little set that we all think is too charming not to include into this top 3 is the UNSC Wombat Recon drone. Get it, add it if you don't already have it.
It's a magical set.
It's a magical. I did a phone into Tom. He sent me his top list.
Oh, really?
And yeah, I'm just gonna add it here.
Let's see how wrong he was.
Well, so he had number 1 was the NMPD customizer pack, which we didn't make our top 10.
Good lord.
Number 2 was the Wombat.
Okay.
So he was right on board with us there.
Good job.
And then, so he originally listed the ODST Ambush, which I think is the little set, not the squad ambush. It's like the one with the recruiting center.
Oh my gosh, yes, I love that set. I have multiple of that ODST too.
Though.
It's a cool little set. I reminded him that he really likes the Smuggler Intercept, and he said, okay, I'm going to add that to number 3. So, are they technically ODSTs in that smuggler?
Yes.
I mean, they're supposed to be
They
ODST
are.
armor.
It's Lock
They're
and
Nightfall ODSTs.
something.
Yeah.
Okay, so at that time they were ODSTs in the game, in the lore. Okay.
Yeah.
So wait,
So
his top 3 was the Customizer Pack, the Wombat, and the Smuggler's Intercept?
Correct.
Oh man, he was just way...
He had one right. He had one right.
Yeah. He was a swing and a miss.
What did he do with the Pelican though? Like he just like forgot that one?
What's that? What's the Pelican?
I don't know.
Tom.
He's probably like, oh no, it's not actually that cool because I know. Man. Tom, if you're watching this, and I hope you are, you missed out, man. You should have picked a Pelican.
I love it. All right, we're running long, so I'm gonna close it.
I like
unless
that.
anybody has top of mind any community shout outs they want to make real quick.
I'm all right.
I'll make a community shout out to Tom Bovee, the official Tom of Builds with Blocks.
Yeah.
He's a mammoth man.
hey.
Yeah, so your dad's pretty awesome, Daniel.
Yes, he is.
I like that. I like it. It got the sun seal of approval too. That's good. All right, that will do it for the show. Thanks for joining Builds with Blocks. If you've liked the show, feel free to support Podcast Evolved on Patreon. Until next time, evolved.
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 Yeah, love it.
Gabe, I almost lost it when you went in your Tom accent. I was like,
Yeah, that was good.
Oh no,
might-
actually, technically, the new Mombasa Police Department Pelican is not that cool. I think the customizer pack is leaves above it because, like, dude,
That's really good.
you're taking the piss, Tom. Stop.